For me, there's a simple rule in politics. Never, ever be surprised by what happens in politics.
The face of truth is open. The eyes of truth are bright. The lips of truth are ever closed. The head of truth is upright. The breast of truth stands forward. The gaze of truth is straight. Truth has neither fear nor doubt. Truth has patience to wait. The words of truth are touching. The voice of truth is deep. The law of truth is simple. All you sow, you reap. The soul of truth is flaming. The heart of truth is warm. The mind of truth is clear and firm through rain and storm. Facts are only its shadow. Truth stands above all sin. Great be the battle of life. Truth in the end shall win. The image of truth is the cross. Wisdom's message is its rod. The sign of truth is Christ, and the soul of truth is God. Life of truth is eternal. Immortal is its past. Power of truth shall endure. Truth shall hold to the last.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crying in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Are you all set to exercise your French size? Get the impression that you will be asked to do so very soon. Welcome to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show. And NewsSpin is on Power 97.9 FM. The broadcast is also on the NewsSpin Facebook page, as well as TuneIn, Radio Garden, and the NewsSpin YouTube channel. By the way, like the video, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click the notification bell to help the channel grow. We got up until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Unfortunately, Amanda King is not with us today, so we'll be taking your calls nonetheless at 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. And if I can multitask today, I will be going through some of your comments in the chat room, and also will be sharing some of them with the wider world. It depends on the workload. Trust you had yourself an enjoyable and peaceful weekend. Apologies, we were not on Friday. We had some technical issues way beyond our control, and so we had to take the break on Friday. And again, I have to apologize because I only apologized to you on Saturday via the NewsSpin Facebook page. And of course, you certainly did not take kindly to this. Nonetheless, water under the bridge. Let's move on. So all indications are that you will be going to the polls before the end of this year. And that is as a result of how the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, who is charged with that responsibility of setting the date, addressed the whole election issue. And he provided us with a teaser. So he said that on Wednesday of this week, the SLP will be hosting a public meeting over in Soufrière. And then on Sunday, the main stomping ground of the St. Lucia Labour Party, the Castries Market Steps, will be the venue for a public meeting. And I could only guess that it is during that particular event that the Prime Minister will announce the date. So many people, I don't know why they are into the business of predicting when the elections will be called. I mean, you could have a hunch, but some people were telling me yesterday that the Prime Minister would have made an announcement last evening during the launch of its Choiseul candidate. It did not happen, and now we're hearing that it will be done on Sunday. Let us wait and see. But certainly, many of you are looking forward to the island's next general election. And I have a hunch, I have a feeling that the voter turnout this time around will be very high. That is what I am sensing, because the St. Lucia Labour Party's base, it is energized. Likewise, the base of the United Workers' Party. I don't know what will happen where the first-time voters whether they will feel so energized or they have a reason to support any of the candidates or the respective political parties. That could affect the turnout. And also those individuals who are not what we call party hacks. They're not into SLP and UWP. They're all for country. Whether those people will turn out. But I get the impression overall we can expect an increase in the voter turnout this time around. We will hear from the Prime Minister of a St. Lucian political leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party on Sunday. With that tease, gives the impression that he'll be making an announcement regarding the date for the island's next general election.
Wednesday, we'll Sufre. And Sunday is the day before Monday. So on Sunday, we are on the market steps in Castries Central on Sunday. And remember, Sunday is the day before Monday. And what will happen on a Monday? Wednesday, we'll Sufre. And Sunday is the day before Monday. So on Sunday, we are on the market steps in Castries Central on Sunday. And remember, Sunday is the day before Monday. And what will happen on a Monday?
Prime Minister of St. Lucia and the leader of the SLP teasing the audience and by extension the rest of the world regarding the date for the island's general election and the announcement. We can again expect it to be made on Sunday coming. We already know the elections in St. Vincent and the Grenadines will take place on the 27th of November. All right, let's quickly open the lines. We want to hear from you right now at 452-2979, 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Tim, has St. Lucia sent any help to Jamaica? We're sending aid all to Taiwan. What about Jamaica? I'll leave that to the folks who are doing the PR for the government, especially those in the office of the Prime Minister. Maybe they could take the opportunity to call this afternoon during the course of our program to let us know whether St. Lucia is contributing to the recovery effort over in Jamaica, and if we are doing that, to what extent, the level of assistance being provided to the citizens and residents of that country who are certainly still trying to recover from the effects of Hurricane Melissa. 452-2979, WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Again, 716-2026. What say you regarding the anticipation that the Prime Minister of St. Lucia will be announcing the date of the island's next general election come this Sunday, the possibility that he will be doing so. My main issue is, I really anticipated, and that is if the Prime Minister will make that announcement on Sunday, and if we are scheduled to go to the polls during the course of this year. My issue is if this happens and the patients, the staff of the St. Jude Hospital continue to convalesce and operate from the stadium over in the south of the island, I think that would be a shame. And again, the Prime Minister has already given the indication that the project would be handed over to the government of St. Lucia, but not necessarily will it be commissioned, so that you could have the patients in there recuperating and the staff operating from there, because he already indicated that, this is not unprecedented because of the OKEU. There was a naming ceremony and all that, but it was not commissioned, not until the previous administration had to utilize it because of COVID-19, and Victoria Hospital had to be transformed into a respiratory health institution. But we have a call in line via WhatsApp. Good afternoon, NewsSpin, you're on the air. Hello.
Good afternoon, Timothy.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Timothy, good afternoon. Yes. Timothy, I just want to make a statement.
Mm-hmm.
In 2019, I applied for my income support program as a vendor, and I got my 1,005 on the Island Shasta. In 2021, I voted for SLP, which is the party that I usually vote, and they tell me that I'm not required to get my income support program. So basically what I'm telling you is that I will be voting for Shasta this time. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. 4522979, your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. So I was saying, it certainly would be shameful if yet another administration would go to the polls and that project has not been completed, fully completed, so that the health institution can function from a building of a structure of its own. Because the fire occurred in 2009, right? 2009. And then you had Mr. Stephenson King as the Prime Minister. Then the SLP returned. Then the United Workers' Party. Now the SLP is back. Don't tell me we'll have another general election and that project will not have been completed. Let's see if we have a call in the landline. In the meantime, let me go through your WhatsApp message. And somebody says there via WhatsApp, Tim, please permit me to highlight what I think is a very serious occurrence on the Shock Hill at the Secrets Hotel parking lot. I find it perplexing that to date no ministry official has seen it fitting to address the issue of vehicles leaving the Secrets parking lot, turning right back to town. This is a very dangerous practice, and if left unaddressed, I can envisage that this is an accident waiting to happen. The powers that be certainly need to be more proactive. But I don't know whether it's permissible, if you're coming from that hotel, for you to get onto the highway and turn right, heading to Castries. But I could tell you, I agree with you, it is certainly something, it's very risky. And as you said, it's an accident waiting to happen. I'm sure there have been instances where there have been, as a result of this, crashes or collisions on that stretch of road. 4522979, WhatsApp calls and messages, 716-2026. Somebody says there, Tim, Sunday will not be used to call the election, but to give a date when he will be asking persons to come down to the new St. Jude's for the so-called finishing and reopening. Okay, thank you so much for that contribution. And let's see. Okay, somebody says that there is a no right turn sign at that junction. Okay, thank you so much for the clarification. Another WhatsApp message. Tim, general elections in St. Lucia will be held on the 8th of December 2025. A call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon, NewsSpin, you're on the air.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tim.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Good afternoon, Amanda.
Amanda's off today. She's not in.
Oh, And good afternoon, Mr. Pato. Mr. Tim, boy, every time I say I have to go and visit Mr. Pato, I'm so busy. But today, I'm busy, but today I have to take a 10 minutes on, at least 5 minutes off of my work, even I'm a self-employed.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tim, I'm sending a message for Mr. Gibson Charles, the rep or whoever going up for the Labour Party. My brother, you made a statement and it don't sound right.
What is that statement?
The statement is that he said Bradley Felix have done nothing both in and out for shows, nothing. And I'm seeing, there is a lot I could talk about, but I'm just giving one example. You had your luncheon in Lafag on the playing field. Under Bradley Felix administration, they installed the light. Rufus was trying to work on it. He did not do it. He lost his election. Lon come, nothing. Bradley come, he put it. So I'm not expecting you to say it for him. But you have to say, especially you was in your luncheon. You're supposed to say, boy, give thanks for Bradley Felix. He installed those lights because of what I am, having my luncheon. Stop spinning it around. I don't know what Bradley Felix has done to himself. Poleon was on the same thing. Bradley worked, Bradley had this. When Bradley was in government the first term, no Labour Party pointing fingers on him. You know why? He was in government. You understand what I'm telling you? Now he's in opposition. Till Poleon was passing at one time saying Bradley powerless, and the Labour Party, them did not like that. You know why she was saying that? Because they knew they was going to squeeze him. So if you had your lunch in there, my brother, try and run your campaign clean. Mr. Tim, I always say that, and that's why Bradley Felix win 2 terms. You don't run politics with fault. Therefore, points, Mr. Tim, making you win election. Don't lie, make your points. Don't just tell people what they want to, but make your points. Now, when you say on a platform, the man do nothing, and you had your vibes there yesterday, under the light, he installed it. As a matter of fact, you was something in Lucy, like I don't know if he's a manager or whatever. So you should have even, all the time Labour was in office, he was a member, you was working at Lucy Lake. So you should have encouraged them, if you are so concerned about the people, you should have tell him put the lights on. Now the man put the lights on, not for him, for us. You sending it and spinning it around. And the last thing I want to ask him, what is the plan he have for the Choiseul Salty Bus people? Have a wonderful day, my brother.
You too, sir. Thank you so much for calling. 452-2979, your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. 716-2026, and let me see if I have any of your WhatsApp messages to go through. Somebody says, did Golden Dragon launch his party? And of course, that is Mr. Ben Nathaniel. Mr. Nathaniel did call the broadcast to say, I remember it was either Newsmaker Live or NewsSpin, to say that his party would be launched on the 30th of October. That has come and gone, and nothing has happened. We have a call. Good afternoon, NewsSpin, you're on the air. Hello? Okay, we lost that call. Once again, 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. So, yes, again, Mr. Ben Nathaniel, better known as the Golden Dragon, did promise that his party would be launched on the 30th of October. Certainly, he has not kept his promise. We have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Tim, I just wanted to make a point for Kimson. I want to ask him, he always saying that Sozel is Wet Kobo. But he went, they launched him there, and I saying he could do anything at all for the people of Montrouge. But he want to depend on the people of Montrouge, Monsillon, Fillette, Lewis, for those votes. But you have no idea what you're going to do for the people. Why you want the people to support you and you have no plan for them? Brother man, you can't come and use the poor like that, If you want the poor to help you, you want the poor to support you, you have to put things in place so that you could support them back. And you talk about nothing at all for those people. Or you want to go at everybody's door, knock on their door, give you a chance. But you do have a plan for those people you want a chance from. You do have a plan for them. You're not ready yet, my brother. And that road from Lewis to Montrouge, that's the worst road I could say right now there in Montrouge. That's where you go in every day and talk to the people you claiming that you're with Kobo is. And you're not fixing that road for the people. And only Sunday, because they had the lunch in Sunday, you send certain people to go and drop some dirt in the holes of the road. So that's the way you want to treat people in Magui, Monsignor, Sozel. And you want to say that those people will come and support you and vote you. But, brother man, you show us clearly that you only want to use us. You only want to use us, and you will see the plan from you already. Because if you had plans for us, or the Labour Party had plans to make you do something good for the people of Sozel, first thing they would have done, fix up that road, because that road you're going to use it every morning, every afternoon, to go and see your mother, your family, the people you depending on to vote for you. You would have fixed up that road. And those minibus drivers, I don't know why they're talking these days. I don't know why they don't have nothing to say. When Bradley was in power and Bradley was a minister, everybody had to complain. Bradley, Gibson, you say you want the people of Magouj, Monsignor Lewis to support you. I demand that from you. From this afternoon, you better call your minister, your prime minister, or whoever that in charge of that road. Come and fix up that road for us. Thank you very much, Tim.
Thank you so much for calling, sir. 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Somebody says that there are signs both north and southbound from the Secrets Hotel that says no right turn. All right, let's see if we have another of your WhatsApp messages while we are waiting your calls once again at 452-2979. WhatsApp calls 716-2026. Well, it need not take the pending German elections for finally politicians to decide they're going to be fixing roads. That has become too much of a tradition, too much of a habit for politicians at the last moment, the last minute, on the eve of a German election, to start to fix roads. Those are problems that are plaguing the people for far too long and too often. Those amenities should be provided to people year-round. You maintain the roads. It's not a case of constructing new roads. It's a case of this administration has done a lousy job when it comes to the maintenance of our roads. And for the most part, what they have done is to provide us with a lot of excuses. In St. Lucia, they travel to New York, have meetings with St. Lucians living there, and they make excuses about the weather. The inclemency of the weather is what is preventing them from making those improvements to our roads. And we have suffered for far too long. But I guess the strategy is a few days, a few weeks before the elections, let us, show the people that we are working and we're working in their interest and we're listening to them. After new government comes in, whether it's SLP is returned or the UWP, back to square one. This certainly has to be something that our governments should be cognizant of and should treat with urgency and with a degree of seriousness. That certainly is a case where the politicians for far too long have taken the people for granted. We have a call via WhatsApp as we say hello. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air.
Hi, Tim. This is Diana Charles. There is so many things I want to say.
This is the great Diana Charles?
Yes, this is Diana Charles the Great.
Okay. How is your dog? What's your dog name again?
Sugar Cake Charles.
Sugar Cake Charles. How is Sugar Cake Charles?
She's doing great. Yesterday was her birthday. She just turned 2.
Okay. All right, Diana Charles,
yes.
Tell me, what's on your mind now?
Okay, Tim, there's so much I want to say, but I'm going to get to the point. I'm very agitated between the SLP and UWP. Things are going on. I am in Canada at this point, and I'm having a difficult time to at least fly to St. Lucia to vote. But the thing about it is, the technology system, the way things are running by the SLP, I'm not happy about even coming down anytime soon. the way things are running in St. Lucia has really pushed me away. Comparing to my living situation in Canada, I am very happy living in Canada and moving back to St. Lucia. Why? Because majority of supporters, SLP supporters, they just want to keep you down. They don't want at least living a decent middle class life. And recently I heard a lady from the SLP supporter saying, "Oh, Alan Chastanet wants St. Lucia to be looking like Miami." So, okay, of course this is what we're looking for, but I don't understand why some people are thinking that why you wanna keep St. Lucia as poor to poor. Like this morning when I open my phone, I'm seeing a guy selling like rotten golden apples. He can hardly have a nice shaving cream, like a young man selling by the market or doing something. Like, this cannot make anyone have a decent middle class life. Like, I seen a lot of people in the market, farmers at the market, like how much money are they getting by selling some dashin, patat pala, $6 pala, $5 pala? Like, where is the life? Even if a hospital is being built, but where is the OHIP card? Who's paying for their bills? Where is the pension? How can people survive in this country like now? Let's say if I want to go home right now, Tim, and I want to establish myself, I build my house, I still have to come back to Canada to get some money from working in Canada to pay my bills in St. Lucia. So what exactly Philippe J. Pierre can offer me on the table if I were to come down with my dog, Sugarcake Charles Noah? What exactly Philippe J. Pierre have to tell me he can offer me if I were to vote for him? The reason why I feel confidence in Alan Chastanet, he's a man of substance and a man of class. And Alan Chastanet, our people are afraid of letting him win the election or accepting this. And of course, I think a few days ago they had the gala. No, Sunday they had the gala. Look at the way they present themselves. Alan Chastanet presenting a gala. Nice and classy. Now, comparing to SLP, comparing to UWP, don't you see this is the kind of class St. Lucia wants from Alan Chastanet? This is the kind of things when I come down to St. Lucia, airport Kakule. This is the kind of things Philippe J. Pierre comparing to Alan Chastanet. Alan Chastanet have a great vision, better vision. And the vision Alan Chastanet has is making St. Lucia look like Miami. And this is what I want. Now, why St. Lucian people cannot open their eyes? Why they want to be poor to poor? So, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I lived in poverty before. I lived back home before. I cannot come down to St. Lucia being under SLP legislation. Look, Philippe J. Pierre is a complete joke. I like the man. I met the man already when he came to Canada. But Philippe J. Pierre is a complete joke where, if you want to do something for St. Lucia, get it done. You want to call the election, get it done. Pavindi or Sunday is after Monday. Everybody know that. Get to the point. The mister is taking me as a joke. I do not like jokes. Get things done properly with class and substance. Get people out of the gutter. You know what I mean? Like, why St. Lucians just cannot get it? This is what Alan Chastanet is doing. Alan Chastanet is trying to provide some sense of at least a decent living, a decent life for everybody, and putting work in place for everybody to get a decent pension, to get a job, provide for our kids. Don't you see the man is educated and a businessman? This is why I tell you I like the half white, half black man. And he will always be the prime minister for me, whether he win or not. But you see, if SLP win, I'm sorry, St. Lucia, but don't cry and ask us for no barreling for it. Let Philip Jepier take care of y'all and stop asking white people to take care of y'all. Because y'all have been very racist against that half white, half black man, when he's the one that have a vision for St. Lucia, and he's very kind, and he's not even tell y'all nothing. So St. Lucia, and even my dog, some people, I'm telling y'all, pakuye shame mongrel, Utan, that's all I have to say to him, and warn these people for me, Tell them Sugarcake is doing great in foreign Canada. Sugarcake pas même le parler ba yo back home. So c'est ça moi ten pour dire les show,
Okay, the great Diana Charles. Merci pour couiller.
Thank you a lot, Tim. Take care.
Okay, thank you so much. You heard there from Diana Charles, owner of Sugar Cakes Charles. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. It is called NewsSpin. Lucilec wishes to advise customers and the public that its customer service office in Rodney Bay is closed to the public effective immediately until further notice. The closure is necessary due to extenuating circumstances beyond their control. During the closure, the same great online options are available for your every need. They include access to account balances at 457-4433 and online payments through the My Account service at myaccount.lucilec.com. The management of Lucilec regrets any inconvenience that this closure may cause. Once again, if you're just joining us, Lucilec wishes to advise customers and the public that its customer service office in Rodney Bay is closed to the public effective immediately until further notice, and the closure is necessary due to extenuating circumstances beyond their control. More of your calls and your WhatsApp messages still to come, so please stay with the broadcast.
The following is a retraction. On Thursday, 30th October 2025, during the Situation Room, reference was made by the announcer to a housing project at Hill 20 Barbono. The responses by Minister of Infrastructure, Honorable Stevenson King, made it appear that this housing development was a government project. However, we've since been contacted by the project's owners, Fresh Start Construction Company Limited, who clarified that it's a private initiative and not a government project. We now wish to clarify the important details of the project and apologize for the mistake.
WASCO wishes to inform the public of planned maintenance on its raw water pipeline on Tuesday, November the 4th, 2025. During this period, water pressure and supply to customers from Millet to Cap Estate will be affected. Upon completion of these scheduled works, residents at higher elevations and at the end of the distribution line may experience additional delays as the network stabilizes. The public is therefore strongly advised to conserve water where possible. WASCO apologizes to its valued customers for any inconvenience caused as we work towards infrastructure resilience and restoration of regular water supply. Look out for updates on our website and social media platforms.
Programme CIP a ka wede bati pays setlisi. Nou ni pou protéger, préserver avec fait plus fort pour l'autre génération qui ka venir. Tous les années, CIP a ka mette en place millions à sous millions dollars pour bagay qui pour chez nous. Maman l'école, jeunesse, moun qui ni besoin traitement médical, chimie, l'hôpital, ka bati communauté, employment et puis développement national. Citizenship by Investment CIP, c'est ça nous pour protéger, ça nous pour nous chaîne, pour en primaire cette lycée.
KFC, yo, we back with the vibe. Strips and dip combo, flavor that rise. Free crispy strips, fries on the side. 16-ounce drink, sauce for the ride. Order for 25, deal so nice. Golden and crunchy, can't think twice. Barbecue, honey, mustard ranch if you wish. Dip it, dunk it, finger licking bliss. KFC, brand new flavor. Set the mood, strips and dip is back, finger licking good.
Lazarus's Funeral Home is here for you. Lazarus's Private Cemetery offers a peaceful resting place for your loved ones. With tranquil settings, visitation, and reflection, we believe in the compassionate care of all our departed loved ones. Lazarus's Private Cemetery, let us help you create a final resting place. Make it special. Make it Lazarus's Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Payment plans are available for tombs. Call us in Vidbuta at 452-7491 or in New Dock Road, VA4, 454-6555.
Are you ready? Get set. Let's go green with New Select. No more paper, no more mess. Easy billing, no stress. Use my account to pay online. Pay your bill at any time. Get the stress off your mind. No more standing in line.
Visit newselect.com today and sign up to my account to pay your bill. Request a temporary or new connection or switch an account to your tenant's name. Do it all online.
Personal, paperless. Use the virtual service desk. Are you ready? Get set. Let's go green with New Select.
Chronic back pain, arthritis, spinal injuries, nerve disorders, even painful cramps. These conditions affect daily life, but you don't have to live with pain. Every day matters when it comes to your health. At La Clinique du Corps, we provide fast, accurate diagnosis with advanced GE-certified MRI technology and internationally recognized specialists. Our focus is safe, effective treatment that restores mobility, relieves pain, and gives you back your quality of life. Call 451-6559 today. 451-6559. La Clinique du Corps, because time is vital in health.
At First National Bank, we believe being first means putting you first. Your first home, we've got the mortgage. Starting your first business, count on our commercial loans. Dreaming of your first car? Drive it home today. Heading to college? Let's fund that first big step with a student loan. No matter the milestone, make First National Bank your first choice for all your loan needs. First in service, first in trust, first for you. Call us at 455-7000 or visit your nearest First National Bank branch today so we can help put you first. First National Bank, here for you.
To have a strong structure, you must have a strong foundation. And at Caribbean Pastuche Limited, we offer top quality aggregate materials at great prices. We supply high quality ready mix, cast in sand and plaster in sand. We also take special requests for specific materials that you may require for your building projects. Caribbean Pastuche Limited is located in Bexon behind Essential Hardware. Give us a call at 489-0074. We're open from Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Caribbean Pastuche Limited. Quality construction, our priority.
It's in the feeling in how we talk. It's in the meaning in our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Every day, St. Lucian women give everything to their families, communities, and dreams. Yet breast cancer still claims too many lives. Now, St. Lucia is making history. For the first time, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is available right here at home. Donated by the World Bank through the Health Sector Support Program, these advanced machines are a major step forward in universal health coverage, and they're free. Women 40 and older or younger, if at risk, can access this life-saving service. Visit your local wellness center for a referral. Early detection saves lives. Free mammograms, universal coverage. Your wellness center is your first step.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Some people may want to compare successive governments as it pertains to, and that's the question what they've done, right? And then most times they tend to compare capital works, you see? But then construction and capital works that's not all.
Everybody's getting a piece of the pie, I must say. Children are getting laptops. Those are writing a CX, taking their 4 subjects. pensioners, it's like there is a piece for everybody has a piece.
And this is not about money politics or nothing like that. This is just being realistic.
Accepting the caregivers, for instance, you know, the contributions to the teachers and stuff like that. Getting some of the teachers that have been temporary during the and not get paid during the August break. So at least getting these people paid, you know, I think it's very good.
I'm not really a political person, but so far so good. We have no problem for now. SLP making steps, yeah? Yeah, we're making steps.
I like Auntie Emma, I love Auntie Emma. Auntie Emma have done a lot of things for the old people, the young people.
As a Baptist, yeah, you give both labor, both flabo. But one was flabo, they're not giving labor. They're not giving labor, one was flabo. But now, he's not on that. He's giving everybody, and I love him for that. I love him. He's my hero.
Because she have done a lot for Sufrians. Plus, I'm happy Auntie Emma is there because she has been taking care of my sister child that died over 2 years. She gave my sister child laptop, money, school, everything. I'm happy. Philip JP, I hope you stay for another 25 years again. I love you, my boy.
You see, everybody has their opinion and has their views. So if I come out and I say that Shasni not doing nothing. If others doesn't say, that's up to them. But all I know, I'm seeing it. Shasni is not doing nothing wrong, as simple as that.
I support my people. I support who supports me. I support our youths. All of these people you see that they're gonna have a child or a grandchild or something that would want to go up for election or that would want to have a doctor's office and they would want our support. So why when one of us decide to come up for election, you want to put us down for a stranger, for a foreigner? You could tell me what you want there. You want to put us down for somebody that's outer road. This man just come to Tiroshe a couple years ago and come and rep. Before that he knew Tiroshe, he didn't even know the name of the place. And he still don't know the name of the place.
Medicine is coming. See about school, health center, hospital. Just name it. The youth economy. Oh my Jesus, what? Oh my God. Labour Party supporters not doing that. They're not quarreling. They like to hug each other. We come in with peace and love. And we're moving forward together. And that's what we want.
JP's best work in 5 years is to criticize Shasne. Philip JP, your best performance on your administration, El Quapo #1. Shasne, the master Shasne. Philip JP administration also. Philip JP, El Quapo, Hile, and all of y'all. Your best performance for the 4.5 years so far is criticizing Shasne, trying to make Shasne look bad. Hein? Et nous savons, c'est Zoy qui mauvais. Hein? C'est Zoy qui allait faire deal puis Nigerian. C'est Zoy qui just by GPH worth nous. Hein? GPH our worth for 40 years. $1. Hein? Lease. Hein? Ça va plus mauvais passer. Chasne te veut développer vieux for at least $1 for 100 years. C'est à pas rien là. C'est vieux for à pas rien là. Hein? So si nous ka liste qui pas rien là, gouvernement pas ni pièce plan pour développer. Si nous liste $100 a year, et investors qui fait bailler là en faveur nous comment? Mais nous pas ça liste doc nous, wof nous, castré puis souffrier, hein? Nous list nous doc nous $1 US for 40 years. Hein? Un WOF qui a mené $6 and $6.50 US for every tourist that touch our WOF. Huh? We give that to GPH and we join $1 and GPH join $5.50 and every tourist that come in Saint Lucia and you're saying, well boy, chasse n'est pas bon. Ti boy, technicien, m'a dit ça, hein? Gouvernement n'est pas un bon gouvernement va payer à Rasta. Et nous avons encore 4.5 years, we see it again, Rasta. The only thing that government is doing is roads, tip-off, canal. Then the next society, nous pas qu'à chimé. Et à présent, vous voulez venir dire que c'est un travail. Et c'est même chimé, même petit canal là, même tip-off là, vous avez fait.
How are you, JPA?
You just heard there from the independent candidate for VA4 South, APA. 452-2979, your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Somebody says they're via WhatsApp listening to your show for the last few days. I truly believe that we have more intelligent, rightful thinking people in St. Lucia. The much less intelligent ones are just a handful, and because of their loudness, they seem to come out as many. But I believe that when the less intelligent ones are in the polling booth by themselves, good sense will prevail and their mood will change. I also believe that just as the intelligent, rightful thinking ones are now quiet, come elections day, they will be heard noisily to vote this government out. That's according to a WhatsApp message. We have a WhatsApp call. Hello, good afternoon. You're on the air. Hello.
Good afternoon, Tim.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
How are you doing?
I am okay. How about you?
I am doing pretty much fine, by God's grace. But I have not called for a while, but today I had to call. Moi, teni beaucoup hier aujourd'hui, parce que moi, supposé faire contribution pour ça qui allait en pays actuellement concerne l'élection. Et chaque pays a supposé ouvrir les yeux et pour comprendre. C'est pas un couleur noir ou blanc, mais c'est un monde qui font bagaille pour mener le pays à devant. Moi toujours qu'à écouter, spécialement ces jours ça, moi j'aime écouter politiquement. Et pour qu'il faut, oui, je tellement connaître, je crois que c'est ça, mais je connaître les pour mais pour ouvrir bouche, et dit Bradley pas fait rien by choisir. Ça c'est qu'on dit Rick Wayne, pin the people's eye and call it a train, because if visible, ça Bradley fait un choisir. Si Bradley pas fait rien by choisir, pour un OPI là, qui est-ce qu'il fait? Si Bradley pas fait rien pour choisir, l'année secondary school la fag la bloc la t'es qu'à tomber, yo t'es pour monsieur mamay là en community center pour l'école. En bas qui moun qui fait y qui fait si mamay dans place pour étudier aujourd'hui. Si Bradley pas fait rien pour choisir, l'année des community center yon à OPI yon à Roblo. L'autre Bradley tenir une vidéo qu'a montré juste toujours les bon parti pas ouvert. Si hurricane qui passe Jamaica la Melissa t'es passé cette ici côté ces moun ça t'es aller pour prendre shelter avec la ni deux facilités qui fermé. So si Bradley pas fait rien ba choisir qui manière la parents si ba ça là et qu'on a dit pas rien qu'a fait. Qui moun qui te pour mettre choisir en hôtel t'es venir ça bouche croiser dernier beach là qui était là côté moun t'es mangrove là tout ça croiser. Les loin fios la dit t'es faire hôtel juste toujours là dans hôtel toute si nuit tout monde la tenir supporter famille madame qui faut même t'es qu'à faire jardin en série ça rapporter ta madose qu'a fait bail tout ces monde ça den pour quitter puis que hôtel qu'a fait juste toujours en hôtel pour qu'on fait ça boucha rien pour qu'on fait tout monde qu'a yo qu'a parler ti mec moi qu'a do en bagaille hein raison qui fait m'a mêlé couler à l'enchaste mais on pour voter pour un monde qui a un plan en vision pour mener un bagaille en pays et moi cadeau yo moi en les show là like advertise free mammogram by jeune monde qui ni cassé ti moi cadeau et ça a touché chez moi parce que c'était l'année passée madame moi toi après quand diagnosé breast cancer et c'était simplicité alors c'est un différent story qui ça même sur une machine là il c'est quoi que tout le monde vient tester et là yo toi peut tester pour joindre glande dans tête et qui stage 3 stage 4 et pour pas côté pour traitement c'est mort qu'avoir c'est monde ça est mort because ou diagnose you ou dionisa mais pas côté pour traitement ou quoi que tout nom I fait prostate test actuellement jeune homme 40s ni ça et pour pas côté pour traitement ou quoi voir ay kachilo ou quoi voir ay mort so moi ka supporter $75,000 healthcare ça so là où aller ou point test là yo do monsieur ça ou ça ou ni way out ou ça font bail pour un traitement mais là où aller yo diagnose avec c'est big fruit c'est barbecue tout monde cake still au canton moi rien pas fait ça yo ka voir moi so moi ka supporter $75,000 healthcare avec c'est pour ça nga supporter là dans chaque bail qui proposé quand c'est yo c'est montan c'est jeune moun qui kay first house homeowner yo kay ba un deposit ça c'est un bon bagage et ça qu'a fait un pays à côté moi hier. Ça c'est un bon bagage pour jeunesse pour ça commencer parce qu'on pile jeunesse à vous de ouais un bagage. Et nga ouais de toi adgalé ka service même c'est mon yo ka crier malheureux qui a dit oh gouvernement ka aucun gouvernement mais même c'est mon même manière mon connaître yo même manière rien pour changer. So si gouvernement ka aucun là vous supposez changer différent parce que si il travaille pour faire la vous plus mais so là vous supposez changer. So est-ce que Bradley Felix moi ka support lui 100% pour choisir parce que moi j'avais marqué et moi les vient choisir et moi j'avais tous les deux administrations et Van Skull John de là il pas fait rien by choisir c'est les Rufus Vini il fait un bail et commencer choisir rien qui j'ai fait en bas choisir qui n'est efficace ou ça ouais c'est un bas flambeau commencer en bas Brian Charles en bas Rufus Busquets et Bradley Felix c'est eux qui j'ai fait changement en choisir là il y a un morceau qui sorti choisir à la Point Industry c'est les ça a peut fait les Brian Charles qui a pouvoir en bas UW17 so moi j'ai suivi l'élection et SLP nous tenu l'autre qui va faire nous tenu Ferguson John qui était choisi même il pas fait un rien by choisir yo tout ça so les moun gavin do aussi porter si ba travail Bradley et c'est pas moi qui supposé faire ça ou ça because côté distance là moi mais moi ka ouais avec moi ka ouais et moi ça Bradley j'ai fait merci Tim.
Okay, where you calling from, caller?
Moi ka couiller Canada même quand Canada show c'est nous qui a le programme.
Okay, merci beaucoup. All right, thank you so much for your call once again. 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. 716-2026. And let's see if I could go through a WhatsApp message. And somebody says there, how is it sustainable for government to pay deposits to the banks for every young person who wants to build? Now he said CIP, but CIP has already been looked at to pay college fees. And let's see what is happening there. If we have some more of your messages to go through. Okay, let's take a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon, NewsSpin. You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon to you, caller.
Yes, Timothy.
Yes, sir.
I've been watching around and listening to news and whatnot, you know, and I've been watching Parliament and stuff like that, and Parliament has been real crappy right now. They're real crappy right now.
What about it?
The way grown-ups get on in there, start quarreling with each other, talking about ponytail, who's wearing ponytail, or who has short pants in Je ne Creole, and all this type of crap. That's not, that's not for national TV. We have children watching TV, and number two, the vehicle problem in San Lucia, like blocking of roadsides, like certain vehicles, they block the roadside. Wherever you go, there's mechanic on the roadside, and causing problems for vehicles when you're driving on the road. We need to have San Lucia need to have an impound center, a national impound center, that's gonna pick up your vehicle when it's parked in the wrong place, and there is a center where you could park that vehicle, and the person need to go and pay to collect the vehicle from there. It's high times we have vehicles that's blocking the streets, blocking the roadside, causing problems, causing death, and all those different things. Okay?
All right, sir.
Number 3. I have a few more.
Yeah, go ahead.
The household they're building for people. The little shacks, the little plywood shacks. I think it's high time that we put the people in a little one-bedroom apartment, a little washroom in there, a little current in there, water in there, so they pay their little bills, and at least they will contribute to what's the economic development, instead of being a little shacks without no current, nothing in there for the people. Number 4, the greenhouse initiative. I don't see no greenhouse around St. Lucia right now. If I see a few, it's maybe down in the valley. That's always been there. There's nothing for agriculture going on right now in St. Lucia. It's very bad. And next one again, we have motorsports. We could have motorsports for the youth in Vieux Fort. Academics for the youth, horse race, the little local horse race derby, little go-kart derby. There's so much that could be done in Vieux Fort. Vieux Fort is so wide and vast to have stuff for the youth to do, instead of putting all of them in computer, all those stuff. And then when the youth get stuff to do, we won't have all these idle hands. All these idle hands going around, getting to play for gun, you get to go somewhere, that there's a center, You know, you could bring down a bike from tax-free into St. Lucia. We have the special motocross place centers that, you know, designed for stuff like that, you know. Yeah, and we have the different tax there for the children that's been growing up without mother and fathers or without fathers. There is a tax in place for them so that you could, all children could be taken care of, you know. The tax is just for them, so all children essentially have been taken care of. Instead of all that gossip on radio, this minister is quarreling with this minister, all the other talk show hosts just quarreling all around, and there's nothing they're sharing, nothing important they're sharing with the nation to bring St. Lucia forward. It's just gossip and talk about this one didn't do this 5 years ago, this one didn't do this 10 years ago. That's not the way we're going. If that's the way we want to go, we'll not go anywhere. Okay? That's my donation, my
contribution.
Stop today.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for calling. 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Somebody says via WhatsApp, good day, Tim. Some of us who worked for Carnival ain't get paid yet. Tim, 3.5 months passed already. Let's see if you have another call. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air. Hello?
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
And good afternoon to the listeners and viewers. Tim, I was part of a convoy yesterday, a UWP convoy, on the way to the youth rally in Utopia Gardens in Mikud South. And on our way there, there was a convoy, SLP convoy, heading from the north. I guess, not guess, but they were heading to the SLP event in Choiseul. And I want to commend both sets of supporters. There was a lot of bantering by both sets of supporters, Tim. It was jovial, it was lighthearted, it was fun. And I hope that we can continue to conduct the upcoming general election campaign in that friendly rivalry spirit.
But can it you think, compared to the conviviality that occurred yesterday between the United Workers' Party candidate Marcella Johnson and the supporters of the SLP? And we'll show that video right now as you speak on this. Go ahead, caller. But you saw the video?
Well, yes, I saw the video, and from what I saw, Marcella came out of the vehicle, and even that was in good spirits.
Yes.
You know, she was hugging SLP supporters. They hugged her. They embraced her. You know, I don't think she felt any sense of fear or threat, nothing violent. And I think that is the spirit that we should continue this election campaign in. Although somebody just told me not too long ago that there was some bottle throwing at UWP general supporters by SLP supporters. That's unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate, caller. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable, and I mean, it's a display of ignorance at its highest, at its peak.
I concur with you, Tim. I think that was unacceptable. But I was trying to be diplomatic, and in that incident, the mood was more red and violent than it was mellow or yellow. But it just shows that St. Lucians, we are peaceful people, Tim. And we should not let politicians try to divide us to the point of hating each other or being violent to each other. We cannot allow our politics to descend to what we have seen in other African countries, and even in the past in Jamaica, where you couldn't wear a red shirt or any other color that the party does not like, the other party wears. We should not descend into that kind of politics, and I was so heartened when I saw the friendly rivalry and bantering that went on between both sets of supporters yesterday. We have more in common than what divides us, and I am calling on St. Lucians. Any politician, any one of them of either side, who preaches hate among us St. Lucians, we should send these politicians packing. We should not hate each other for the sake of politics, and I hope as the election campaign intensifies, that we continue to have friendly rivalry, friendly bantering, and there is no violence, and let us debate the policies. That is what we need to debate. vote on the policies of what the party has done, what they have failed to do, and what and the record of the party. That is my contribution for today, too.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. We have a WhatsApp message. So somebody is saying, talking about the Bon Ami, all the hugging and that took place yesterday between Marcella Johnson and supporters of the St. Lucia Labour Party. Somebody says that, Tim, before that happened with Marcella, there was a van that threw bottles at the music truck. That's why Marcella came out and the other SLP supporters surrounded her. I'm not hearing enough of the condemnation and the persons from the respective political parties cautioning their supporters to ensure that they conduct themselves in a respectable, in an acceptable manner. Because foremost, we are St. Lucians. Before you are a supporter of the SLP or the UWP, you are a St. Lucian. When you're born in, you're not so much au fait and aware of the politics that's taking place in the country to the extent that you're supporting one party or the other. It is later you're either indoctrinated or you educate yourself, you become familiar with, what is happening in the country politically and otherwise, and then you're able to determine for yourself whether you want to vote for the SLP or the UWP. So from the outset, what we have in common is that we are St. Lucians and we should give priority to this. Let's see if we have another call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon, you're on the air.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
I have one issue with the government of St. Lucia right now with the 4 CXCs they're paying for St. Lucians students. Because I feel you go to school for 5 years and you just get paid 4 CXC. That's not lunch, they're not socks, they're not shoes, they're not even, like, let's say your mother and father not working. Then you have to go to school every day. You know how that is? Then you have, like, say you're a teenager. So 15, 16, you start liking a little girl. You can, what? You cannot buy her. You cannot do anything. You have Christmas, you have Valentine's, you have birthday. You understand? And just 4 CXs? Oh, wow.
So what you're suggesting, what is your point? That more subjects should be paid?
Much more should be done.
In terms of...
Much more should be done.
In terms of taking care of the poor children from birth until they reach the secondary school level, that's what you're suggesting?
No, well, just at secondary level, at least.
Yeah, because for me, the 4 subject, it is a start on the part of the government. It is a start. And then if you, for example, you have to write 9 CXC subjects, then, you all could scrounge somewhere, try to come up with the additional funds so that you could pay the other 5 subjects.
Yeah, I understand it's a start, but I mean, it's not enough. It's really not enough. It's really not enough.
Okay, caller.
That's all I have to say today.
Okay, thank you so much for calling. Calling from the diaspora, 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages, 716-2026. We have a voice note. Let me share it with you right now. Let's take a listen. Somebody sent me a voice note earlier on, and so we will play it any moment from now. But in the meantime, let me see if I have a WhatsApp message. Somebody says, the NewsSpinners around the world, good afternoon. I'd like to be pointed in direction or rearranged by ignorance. Are independent candidates in an election era supposed to continuously or solely campaign on the platform of the leading party? Opposing parties supposed to display the same colors? Why then would you refrain from having candidates in the constituencies where 2 supposed independent MPs are currently serving on your cabinet? Is this not blatant disrespect for the electorate? On one hand, you are giving the police some equipment, yet your goons are attacking and blatantly disrespecting them. Please be aware that those harnesses and chest plates, bras, Do not replace the real vests. I'm sticking with my personal vest. Another one says, the police will not be fooled. We are arresting all that disrespectful behavior on election day. We are certainly watching with bated breath. Can't wait for the day. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Okay, let's take a call. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Fue.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
It's your friendly neighborhood AFA team. Good afternoon,
sir.
Amanda.
Amanda is off today.
Oh, she's off. Well, big up, Senior Rigo, but anyway, sit down, stand up, or lay down in the world. I won't take on PW on your show. PW, if you want to reach me, type in Kamikaze Black in your Facebook search bar. But anyways, Tim, are you familiar with Plato's allegory of the cave, Tim?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the allegory goes, a certain amount of people are trapped in a cave and there's a light behind them and all they can see is a reflection on the walls of the cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one person manages to escape and come back and tell them, well, there's more to life than what's in the cave. That's Alan Shastney for you in a nutshell. The people of St. Lucia, they're trapped in this cave where they think that better cannot be done and more cannot be done to improve their lives. So take, for instance, tourism, Tim. The way we approach tourism is that we think, okay, well, boy, we have a driving volcano and 2 mountains and 2 beaches. So we think that people are going to keep on coming to our country over and over and over. When people come to St. Lucia one time, Tim, and they see the pitons and they see the volcano, they're not going to come back next year. What we need to understand is that we need a built environment. We have to put the infrastructure in place, attractions that will keep on bringing people back. Why do you think people go back to Las Vegas sometimes twice a year? People say, oh, yeah, I'm going to Vegas for the weekend.
Because of the experience.
There's entertainment.
The experience. Huh? Because of the experience.
And entertainment, Tim. Entertainment. Horse racing, casinos, hotels, water parks, skis, and so on and so forth, Tim. People come for entertainment. People don't travel just to go see. Yeah, you have the nature lovers who will go, yeah, okay, I want to see mountains, but they will not come over and over and over and over. If you have an international horse racing track, you know, all right, the St. Lucian Derby is this year, you make it your date. Okay, I'm traveling to St. Lucia, they have a derby race, $1 million is a purse. People bring their horses from all over the world to try to win that $1 million purse. Along with, you have hotels, there are casinos. People will come. People love to gamble, Tim. People love prostitution. People love drugs in small quantities or however you want to. People love entertainment. That's what people love. That's what people love. Some people are going to disagree with me, but I think we should also have a red light district in Vieux Fort where prostitution is open. You go and buy vagina. I'm not saying this for shell just to get a rise out of people, but that's what people want. That's what people travel for. That's what is going to bring.
But isn't what you're saying? I know what you're saying is very controversial. But isn't what you're saying also demeaning that women are available there to sell their bodies?
Tim, but they're already doing it. I'm not demeaning them. It's already happening. It's not me demeaning them. What we're doing is we're regulating it. Give me a minute, Tim. What we're doing, Tim, is we're regulating it. And the government can collect their taxes on it when it's regulated. You understand?
Caller, that's a subject by itself. And I know we've had this discussion before. I think several years ago.
How are you?
We were talking
Give me 1 minute,
this whole thing about decriminalizing prostitution. And I know it was very, very controversial. So I don't think it's a done deal on that particular issue because St. Lucians are, I think in the main, either hypocritical or conservative when it comes to those things. And it will take a long discussion, a lot of arguments. The pros and the cons will have to be put on the table before this can be acceptable.
Well, before I go, Tim, because I have a guest here.
I realize that.
Before
yes.
I go, well, we need to start somewhere, okay? Okay, maybe decriminalization of prostitution is a bit too forward thinking for the people on our island, but we need a casino, a cruise ship berthing port. It's going to give rise to small shops and small cafes. The people who are not endowed in education, team, they can set up their little hustle. Can you imagine a little hustler every day making $200 US every day on the beach, selling the arts and the craft? They don't have to depend on the government for anything. You make $200 US a day, even if you make it free 4 times for the week. You're good. You're okay. You can go home. Your family doesn't have to worry about hunger. No one has to even pay CXCs for your children if that happens. But we need to open ourselves to these ideas, James. And Alan Chastney is on the right path to bringing these things to the shores of our country. Anyways,
all right, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Talking about Alan Chastney, let's hear from the political leader of the opposition, UWP, addressing an event of his party yesterday and speaking about the government boasting of having generated $240 million last year from CIP. His question is, if we have generated so much money, why are we in this particular predicament of having to pay so much for taxes? We have bad roads, and we're paying certainly a whole lot of money at the groceries.
If they made $240 million, why are they keeping the 2.5% levy on the backs of all St. Lucians? If they made $240 million, why is it that our families are going to the hospital and there's no medicine and there's no beds for the young people of this country or for the St. Lucians themselves? If they had $240 million, why are the police officers of this country waiting for them to pay for their insurance? Why are the roads in your communities not being repaired? Why are the homes of St. Lucians not being repaired if you had $240 million? We've seen with CIP, $8 billion of St. Lucia's money has gone and we don't know where it's gone. We see that with GPH, they gave away the ports. Your future, 40 years. Think of it. That people who are here tonight that are over the age of 18, that you will be almost 60 years before we were going to get back our ports. That is what this Labour Party has done to you all. They have stolen your future from you. And you have every reason to be outraged, angry. But more importantly, you should have fear in your heart that if we allow the Labour Party to continue in government, what more they will do to take away your future. And it is that anger and that fear that must drive you to the polls to make sure that you exercise the one democratic right you have, and that is to vote them out. Are you ready to vote them out? Are you fearful of what your future has? Do you know the Labour Party is stealing your future?
Political leader of the opposition, UWP, Mr. Alan Chastney, speaking yesterday at UWP activity. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. The 30th annual general meeting of the Dennery Community Credit Cooperative Society Limited will take place on Sunday, November the 9th, commencing at 2:30 in the afternoon. The meeting will be held both virtually and in person at Chateau Heritage located at the bypass Dennery. A link will be provided to members who are attending the meeting virtually. Members will also have the chance to win prizes. And the credit union, as the Dennery Community Credit Cooperative Society Limited, encourages everyone to attend and also to be on time. Still to come, more of your calls and your WhatsApp messages.
Don't tell me that tire flat again. I just changed that tire.
Wait, what? You just changed that tire?
Well, I bought a used one because you didn't give me enough money.
Oh, I see. Well, you know what? Chivi's Tire Shop only carry brand new quality tires at affordable prices with free installation.
Hey, it seems you're working at Chivi's Tire Shop. How you know all that?
Come on, Brenda. The tire shop down the road from our home in the American Drywall Building.
Oh yes, I forgot. Well, you know what, Patrick? Let's go there right now. Take your wallet. Let's go.
Chivi's Tire Shop, located at the American Drywall Building, Vic Bouteille. Call or WhatsApp 584-5986. Chivi's Tire Shop. Pay less, drive more.
Lucilec averti ou pour point précaution durant saison cyclone ça là. Mi un petit commission qui kaywen de ou protéger la vie ou ek propriétaire ou. Kouye Lucilec avant ou trim et ben couper pied bois qui poué ligne électrique. Veillez pour ligne courant électrique avant ou monter l'échelle. Fait assurer l'échelle, scaffold et bout d'outil ou ka servi pas vini moins qui 10 pieds hors ligne courant électrique. Pas jamais servi appliance et ben outils qui ka servi courant électrique. Des wall côté qui mouillé et ben en la pli. Ça c'était en commission hors Lucilec.
Tired of sky-high bills and a planet on the brink? It's time to go green without burning your pockets. At First National Bank, we are here to make saving the planet affordable. Whether you're installing solar panels, purchasing a water tank, upgrading to an inverter AC, or buying a hybrid vehicle, we've got the green to help you go green. Fast approval, low interest rates, and Mother Nature approved. Your future self will thank you. Visit firstnationalbankonline.com or call 455-7000 for more information to help you turn your green dreams into clean realities. First National Bank, here for you.
KFC, yo, we back with the vibe. Strips and dip combo, flavor that rise. Free crispy strips, fries on the side. 16-ounce drink, sauce for the ride. Order for 25, deal so nice. Good and crunchy, can't think twice. Barbecue, honey, mustard ranch if you wish. Dip it, dunk it, finger licking bliss. KFC, brandy flavor. Set the mood, strips and dip is back. Finger licking good.
Chronic back pain, arthritis, spinal injuries, nerve disorders, even painful cramps. These conditions affect daily life, but you don't have to live with pain. Every day matters when it comes to your health. At La Clinique du Corps, we provide fast, accurate diagnosis with advanced GE-certified MRI technology and internationally recognized specialists. Our focus is safe, effective treatment that restores mobility, relieves pain, and gives you back your quality of life. Call 451-6559 today. 451-6559. La Clinique du Corps, because time is vital in health.
Are you building, renovating, or just looking to add something to your property? Then look no further. The Block Factory has all your concrete product needs in stock. From 4-inch to 12-inch concrete blocks to high-quality concrete pavers at an affordable price. Whether your project is big or small, we're ready to serve you. Visit us today on the Cul-de-Sac Bextor Highway, right at the entrance of Ferron, next to the Stone Surgeon. Top quality blocks await you. Call us at 720-6752. The Block Factory, building your future one block at a time.
Need branded apparel that looks sharp and shows up on time? Welcome to Imprinted Designs, where every stitch counts. We specialize in custom embroidery and t-shirt printing for businesses, teams, events, you name it. From embroidered logos on polished Oxford shirts, available in a variety of colors for men and women, to bold, high-quality printed tees that turn heads, we do it all. Bring your own shirts or choose from ours. Small runs, big orders, rush jobs, no problem. At Imprinted Designs, we're built for speed, efficiency, and clean professional results delivered on time, every time. So if you want your brand to stand out, not wait around, come down to Imprinted Designs at the Valmore Plaza or hit us up at 451-2920 or email address imprinteddesignsSLU@gmail.com. Imprinted Designs, where every stitch counts.
Hello St. Lucia, I am Ezra the Fun Machine, and I'm inviting all proud and patriotic St. Lucians to the St. Lucia Taiwan Partnership Trade Show happening at the Pavilion on Rodney Bay from the 7th to the 9th of November 2025. Let me tell you, the best and brightest entrepreneurs will showcase their talent and creativity, so you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a vibe. Hey, there'll be a cooking competition, karaoke, and a fashion show by Rafferty. On Friday, November 7th, yours truly, Ezra the Fun Machine, I'll be in the building performing live. And on Saturday and Sunday, entertainment will be provided by the Impulse Band. Come celebrate our brilliant entrepreneurs at the 18th St. Lucia Taiwan Partnership Trade Show, November 7th to the 9th. Opening time 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is keeping you connected.
Timothy, depuis ki tan gouvernement ka bay koudme an, mwen tan yon ministre ki moute pou Castries South-East, te ka bay koudme di gouvernement, ka bay koudme 3 piton pour concrete en chimé from depuis bon l'église samedi là pour descendre en fond hein et l'autre shout là $200,000 en moun hen paye exe moun nan la ka travail wed pour rien hein ou jamais tant ça côté gouvernement ka bay koudme gouvernement ka bay contract gouvernement ba bay koudme ou manière yo ka kiene ces moun nan yo aller forestier même bay là yo fait en chimie pour descendre pour mener au bord l'église samedi forestier yo dit c'est moun nan c'est coup de main et $400,000 pour chimie ça yo bâti en forestier et en moun hen paye $400,000 et c'est moun nan la ka travail wed coup de main ou jamais tant bagay kon c'est moun ça kay paye pour ça et Saint Lucien là welele les ba parti nous kay savent qui leye et puis c'est les ba parti ça là.
A voice note sent to the most monitored doctor in the world. Let's continue with your calls at 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Somebody says there, I think the payment for CXC's subjects should be screened. The monies allocated to pay for fortunate students should be used to pay for more subjects for those struggling students. And let's see if we have some more of your WhatsApp messages. Somebody says there, Tim, I ain't get my prize money yet for participating in Carnival. I mean, my whole issue is that what's new? And you want me to agitate on your behalf? I will not do that. Okay, so I just read your WhatsApp messages. I was hoping the authorities are listening, and some way, somehow, you will be getting your prize money anytime from now. Remember, there's some well-known individuals, prominent individuals, supporters of this administration, participated in Carnival. I think it was either last year or year before. And the prize money payments were a little tardy. And those people called me quietly, asking me to, make an announcement regarding their plight. And I said to them, just call the broadcast. No, you don't want to call because they are supporters of the St. Lucia Labour Party. Let's see if we have another WhatsApp message to go through. And somebody says there via WhatsApp. Okay, all right. Okay, let's see if we have another one. It says there, I believe that the onus is on the politician. Marcella Johnson is a pleasant person with a commendable and respectful personality. Young persons can relate to her humility. Big up to the SLP youth That's a great example for our arrogant and disrespectful politicians to emulate. And let's see if we have another of your WhatsApp messages. Somebody says there via WhatsApp, Amen, Princess Diana. Somebody says, to the caller who expressed concerns that 460 subjects are insufficient, I'd like to say that voting yellow will bring about positive change. When yellow wins, they will create jobs for parents, enabling them to provide for their children's educational needs, including the additional 5 subjects as well as basic necessities like food, clothing, and school supplies. And some more of your messages. Somebody says there, good afternoon. We have lots of health problems, especially COPD. So my idea for the government is to stop importing cigarettes and tobacco and also stop destroying the marijuana plantations because the marijuana growers are not criminals. Another WhatsApp message, and somebody says there, just bear with me trying to locate as many of your messages as possible. And the person says that to find the SLP advertisement is lacking substance. Another one says that, Tim. Okay, I will not read this one. Certainly not worth sharing with the wider audience. Have you heard that Philip J.P. is the first prime minister that sent money to Jamaica after the hurricane? No, I have not heard that. And another WhatsApp message. It says that Tim Denry South saw nothing for 4 years in the last hurricane. Our roads being repaired, little contracts, and the guys boasting, now the minister working. This is a lazy district rep ever. He's only interested in a win and not the people of Denry South. I say to him, you never had a plan for Dennery South. We have been asking for the blueprint for the development of our district. Still no plans. We have taken 3 steps backwards by electing you into office. You and your people going around giving rum is not helping the people. It's destroying Dennery South. That's according to a WhatsApp message. We will take a final call in just a moment. Somebody says these same people who said that we don't eat roads are fixing roads so much. They are even fixing good roads and making them worse. Also, I want to find out where are the Jackdo want me to bathe on my beach crew. Are they all dead? Have they migrated? Or are they bedridden in a vegetative state? Another WhatsApp message. Okay, I want to read this one. Another one says there, Diana Charles for Governor General. That's a WhatsApp message. Another one. Tim, they patched the main road twice but totally ignore the side roads. Note well, one of the ministers has his house on the main road. Which takes me now to our NewsSpin question of the day. The NewsSpin question of the day reads, what do you think about St. Lucia's electoral process? What do you think about St. Lucia's electoral process? The NewsSpin question of the day. And appropriately so, let's hear from the Speaker of the House, Mr. Claudius Francis. You are speaking during the OB, the outside broadcast of the launching of the St. Lucia Labour Party candidate for Choiseul.
I've done elections in the United States, Great Britain, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Dominican Republic, all over the world. Everywhere I go, I speak and tell them I have no idea where Sir John Compton got that elections bill. It's the most perfect election bill that I'm aware of in any country, including the United States. Not every eventuality, because things happen and you have to improvise, but I can't think of anything that this bill does not cover. It's a fantastic bill, and we have had the fairest of elections since that bill came into effect. Not once have we had any problems with elections. The closest we came was in 1982 when George Odlum talked about moving hearts. That was proven to be bogus. We have had elections that have been won by 1 vote, ancillary, 3 votes, Babano, 5 votes, Grosley, and they've been no change to the election. That's how good our elections are.
Just heard there from the Speaker of the House, Mr. Claudius Francis, and well-known SLP supporter, saying that St. Lucia's election bill is perfect. Let me see if I have any of your WhatsApp messages to go through as we're concluding the broadcast. Somebody says, in my honest opinion, Tim, this political arena, as far as I can refer, is the darkest of darker aspects of political behavior, such as manipulation, deceit, and exploitation for personal or partisan gain. It also involves corruption, abuse of power, and disregard for the well-being of others. Too much disrespect. That's according to a WhatsApp message. And if you get to, we'll take a final call. So if you call right now, we will engage you. Let me turn my attention now to the NewsSpin News of the Day. The NewsSpin News of the Day reads, U.S. attempted to capture Maduro by bribing his pilot, report claims. U.S. attempted to capture Maduro, that's the president of Venezuela, by bribing his pilot, report claims. And let's see there if we have a WhatsApp message to go through. Let's see what you are saying and whether it is worth sharing with the wider audience. Somebody says there, Tim, some police officers who worked JAS 2025 have not been paid. Some were given half pay with a promise of the balance later. Where is the money, Tim? Make it make sense. Again, that is according to a WhatsApp message. All right. A good time for us to conclude the broadcast, and thank you so much for listening and also watching the most monitored talk show in the world. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. In the meantime, don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click the notification bell. My name is Timothy Poleon. Goodbye.